Hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs. No cats.
I'm sorry, but they're there.
I don't want to hear about them.
What I want to hear about tonight is maybe what happens to Joseph now.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Last night he got fished out of the pit and sold for some money. They never said how much.
Yes, they did. You made a big deal about it.
30
Uh-huh.
pieces of silver.
Nope. That's the part you added. What was in the story?
20. Better?
Better. Yes, 20 pieces of silver. And
I keep wanting to go to Easter stories and you won't let me.
that's because that's in another part of the Bible. We're getting there.
Okay, well, let's see. After a long, slow trip with the camel caravan of the Ishmaelites, to whom he had been sold by his brothers, Snots, Joseph finally arrived in the strange land of Egypt. Hey, that's on the map.
Yes, it is. You can look it up.
Yes, as he looked about, he saw that the people looked different from his own. Yeah, probably darker, lighter skin, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They spoke a language that he did not understand. Oh, that's from the Tower of Babel.
Mm-hmm.
And he was taken in a crowded marketplace and thrust upon a stand to be sold as a slave. What?
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that.
In the olden days, they did. Keep going.
Shoppers, well, they stopped to look at him and to feel his muscles and to measure his strength. That's not social distancing.
They didn't have the coronavirus back then.
Oh, they probably had worse. Surely he felt strange and alone. He was. And finally, Potiphar, who's that?
Read the next words.
A captain of the guard. Oh, thank you. And a friend of the Egyptian king bought Joseph and took him to his home. He's like a piece of meat.
Something like that. Or a toy.
Yeah, to be played with.
Mm-hmm, like that.
Well, in this strange land and in a new home, doing the lowly work of a household slave, Joseph never forgot about his God that his father, Jacob,
Mm-hmm.
had served and taught him to love. And the thought that God was with him made Joseph happy. It can work that way. And he worked busily doing all of his jobs. Soon, Potiphar noticed what a fine bargain he had gotten when he bought Joseph. And he wished Joseph had come in a combo pack.
What?
Yeah, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of him.
Okay, a combo pack. I got it.
He began to give more important jobs to him, and soon Joseph was managing all of Potiphar's house and his business. How old's this kid?
He's about 17, 18 years old now.
Wow, what a responsibility.
Keep going.
Now, Potiphar's wife was a wicked woman, and she tried to get Joseph to do something wrong. Like what? Steal?
No.
Lie?
No.
Well, whatever it was just wrong. And he would not agree, knowing that Potiphar trusted him. And more important, God was watching over him. So, finally, when Potiphar's wife saw that he would not be persuaded, she decided to get even with him. Oh, now she's jealous.
Mm-hmm.
When Potiphar came home, she told him lies about Joseph. Lies that made Potiphar so angry that he made them throw Joseph into prison. Man, she's a stinker.
Mm-hmm.
It seems unfair that Joseph was made to suffer so badly the second time for an evil of others. But this was God's way of causing something good to happen. That would make and bring about good and Joseph's honor. I wish things didn't have to go this way.
I understand.
He was bound up in chains
there? Yes.
Is it comfortable?
No.
Do they have TV?
No. They don't even have TVs at all in the olden days.
Well, just the brick walls?
Yep.
Well, Joseph did not pout or feel sorry for himself, but he made friends with the others in the prison. Oh, he's networking! I got it!
Yes, think of it that way then.
Even the jailer keeper himself became friends. And soon the jailkeeper came to trust him, as Potiphar once did. And he put Joseph in charge of all the other prisoners. Oh, cool. He sure rises to the ranks fast, doesn't he?
Because he's a godly kind of man. And that's what people want in leaders. Godly people.
Oh, totally got it. Well, one day, 2 new prisoners were given to Joseph to watch. Both came from the palace of the king, and the king had them thrown in prison. He does that a lot. Oh my gosh. For doing something that made him angry. He's get control of his anger management. That's what he needs.
Mm-hmm.
One had been his chief butler. Don't laugh, I said but that's a butler is a man who takes care of the house. And the other, the chief baker. Oh, I like baking.
No, you don't. You don't like smushy food.
I like crunchy food.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you make it a lot, when you burn stuff.
Keep going.
After they had been in the prison, for a while, Joseph woke one morning to find both of the men looking sad. Each of them had a dream that left him worried. Tell me your dream, said Joseph. Perhaps my God will help us understand them. Well, the first one said, I dreamed I made wine from a vine that had 3 branches, and I gave the wine to Pharaoh. And the king, Pharaoh, in his cup, and he drank it.
What?
Okay, I did that part. And this is what Joseph says. This means in 3 days you will be pardoned. What?
Given an excuse to get out of jail.
Oh, he gets a get out of jail free card. That's like a Monopoly.
Mm-hmm.
And he was placed back in Pharaoh's service. And when you are set free, please remember me, for I have done nothing that they should put me in prison for. The butler was happy and promised that he would. Would what? Remember Joseph. Oh yeah. Encouraged by the meaning of the butler's dream, the baker opened up and told Joseph his dream. In my dream, there were 3 baskets of food for Pharaoh on my head. What?
In the olden days, they carried stuff on their shoulders and heads better than we do now.
Hadn't they invented the wheel yet?
Yes, they had, but don't worry about it.
Okay, birds came. That's my cousins. And they ate out of the baskets. Well, yeah, we do that if you don't put covers on them. It's free market, baby.
Keep going.
Your dream means that in 3 days you will be hanging, and the birds will eat your flesh. Those are called vultures, and they're disgusting.
They're in your family.
Everybody has a little something in their family they're not proud of. Just keep working with it.
Okay.
Joseph said sadly. Within 3 days, all that Joseph had said did come true. But in his happiness at being back at Pharaoh's service, the butler forgot all about Joseph. Oh, how quickly they forget. For 2 more years, Joseph waited in prison. Jeepers. Then Pharaoh the king began having dreams too. So troubled was he that he called in all his magicians and wise men and tried to find their meaning, but no one could give any help. All of a sudden, the chief butler, remember him?
Uh-huh.
Remembered tell the meaning of the dreams? Joseph answered, well, the power is not in me. God will give the answer to you through me. Pharaoh did not know about the God that Joseph worshipped, but he was desperate to know the answer to his dreams. I dreamed of 7 fat cows. That number keeps popping up.
777. I told you it's a good number in the Bible.
Yeah. 7 fat cows and 7 poor, skinny cows. They eat up the fat ones. Ugh. No, that's not right.
Just go with the story. I know. Cows don't eat meat like that.
Oh, my other dream was 7 poor, empty ears of corn. And they eat 7 full ears that were already on the stalk. What could this mean? Pharaoh begged of Joseph. Well, through God's power, Joseph could see that these dreams had the same meaning. He told Pharaoh that Egypt was going to have 7 years of plenty, and there would be more food than the people could eat. Wow, a glutton. But after that, there would be 7 years of famine when no food would grow. You mean like one of those drought seasons?
Yeah, stuff like that, like a drought.
I suggest that Pharaoh find a wise man to put him in charge of the store food during the years of plenty, in order that the people will have something to eat during the years when nothing is growing. That's what Joseph said. Is he bucking for a raise?
No.
Well, Pharaoh was impressed by Joseph, and he decided to make him the ruler over the storing of food. This kid's only teenager.
But he knows how to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, his background.
Mm-hmm.
From his own hand, the king took a ring and gave it to Joseph. Now they're swapping jewelry.
Keep going.
Then he gave him a fine robe. Joseph already had one. Oh no, that one got kind of messed up by his brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And put a gold chain around his neck. A new Egyptian name was given to him, as well as a lovely Egyptian bride. Whoa, that really sweetened the pot.
Mm-hmm.
What changes came about that day? You never know when you wake up what's going to happen.
I know.
From a prison cell to next in command to the king of Egypt, Joseph had advanced. God's plan for his life was becoming more clear. It's clear as mud to me. I don't get it.
There's more going to happen. Just keep hanging in there.
Okay, I'll do that. I want Easter to hurry up.
It's coming closer, some of the stuff about Easter. Don't worry.
You sure?
I read the book.
Yeah. Okay, kids. It's time for you to go to bed. Yeah, you should already be there. So to snuggle down and pull up the covers and dream about